Welcome to Springfield Reads, a virtual story time from Hyde Hall in Cooperstown, New York, and the Springfield Central Library. Today, we are reading about Thanksgiving. Our reader today is Gail Buell, who is a local accountant. She will be reading a story set in upstate New York called Thanksgiving in the Woods by Phyllis Alstorf. We hope you enjoy the story.
Is a story about Thanksgiving during our times. It's about a family and how they celebrate. It's called Thanksgiving in the Woods. Micah, could you sit up for me? Thank you. It's by Phyllis Alstorf and it's illustrated by Jenny Lovell. Every Thanksgiving for more than 20 years, a family in upstate New York has hosted an outdoor Thanksgiving feast in the woods on their farm. Almost 200 friends, relatives, and newcomers join the festivities each year, regardless of the weather. They bring food to share in the rustic woodland setting, with bonfires for keeping warm and tarps overhead as protection from the snow or rain. It's a time of great celebration and joy, with music and singing filling the air for this Thanksgiving in the woods. All right, you guys have been such good listeners. This is our last book for today, so let's sit up, okay, and listen well. When the fall winds blow cold and jack-o'-lanterns lose their smiles, when branches lie bare and corn stalks rustle in the wind, that's when it's time for Thanksgiving in the woods. Days and days go by, and I keep adding to my Thanksgiving pile. A tool belt and my favorite rocks, a rope, some seashells, a flashlight, and Brownie. Who do you think Brownie is?
Little bear.
Looks like a little dog. We'll find out, I bet. Everything I'll need.
It's supposed to you to eat.
Maybe. For Thanksgiving in the woods. One chilly morning, Mama wakes me early. Today's the day, she says. I stuff all my treasures into a backpack. Mama gathers boots and winter coats. Daddy grabs his guitar and my recorder. Come on, he says. Let's get going to Thanksgiving in the woods. We drive and drive, and finally turn onto a curvy gravel road. That's when I see Grandpa standing next to his orange truck. See there? Looks like he's got a dog too. And here's their dog helping drive, huh?
It looks like Tonka.
I know.
Hey, it looks like a head.
You're
of
right.
Tonka.
Mm-hmm. He starts the engine and I climb into the cab. Time to get ready for Thanksgiving in the woods. We drive over rutted fields and then down a slope to a clearing under trees that reach the clouds. I see the cousins building a fort right next to the little stream, a perfect place for our own Thanksgiving in the woods. Daddy and Grandpa unload long wooden planks for tables and bales of straw for us to sit on. Uncle Charlie makes a bonfire while neighbors hoist a trap over branches. Everyone's rushing to get ready for Thanksgiving in the woods. Can you sit down for me? Having a hard time seeing? How's that? Early the next morning, I'm one of the first ones to wake up. I can hardly wait for breakfast to be done. While grown-ups laugh and talk, kids pull on sweaters and boots. We want to get there first for Thanksgiving in the woods. Some neighbors are already at the site. Here, help me stack some kindling, Grandpa says. And we do, running whenever someone calls. We all need to help if we're going to have our Thanksgiving in the woods. Soon, a tractor comes over the hill. Grandma and Mama sit on the hay wagon, steadying a load of pots and covered pans filled with turkeys and dressing, mashed potatoes, peas, and corn. Now it's starting to smell like Thanksgiving in the woods. That's right, good job. Neighbors, relatives, and lots of people I don't even know cross the field to the hollow under the hemlocks. They carry baskets and bags and boxes filled with apples and pickles and pies. Every imaginable food to share for Thanksgiving in the woods. At 1 o'clock, that's a nice hug, Mikey. Keep your hands to yourself. There you go. 1 o'clock, Grandma rings her special bell. We form a huge circle and sing, "'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free." People talk for long times about being thankful. Brownie gets very hungry waiting until it's time to start Thanksgiving in the woods. So there's Brownie.
Yep, brownies.
Lines of people snake around the tables, filling their plates with mounds of food. The cousins and I dart in and out, grabbing buns, turkey, and other treats we take to our fort. There we'll have our own Thanksgiving in the woods. Grown-ups are playing fiddles, banjos, and drums, singing songs that everyone knows. Soon Daddy joins in on his guitar, and I make up a tune. Yeah, some dogs love to do that. I make up a tune of my own on my recorder. This is my way of celebrating Thanksgiving in the woods. We stand around the bonfire, warming up on both sides. Grandma passes out marshmallows, and I take 2 to roast, toasty and brown, one of my favorite parts about Thanksgiving in the woods. When everyone's had enough turkey and potatoes and pumpkin pie, people start packing up their gear. In groups of 2 or 3, they walk back to the farmyard, bringing an end to Thanksgiving in the woods.
How do they do it at home?
They'll probably drive. Some even live close enough to walk. Daddy puts me on his shoulders and we walk with Mama and Grandma along the candlelit path through the woods. I pull Brownie close to keep him warm, happy that he came along for Thanksgiving in the woods. Back at the bonfire, I can still hear a banjo and someone singing. "'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free. 'Tis the gift to come down where we ought to be." Now that's a perfect ending, Grandma says as we walk in the dusk. Perfect ending to Thanksgiving in the woods. And look, at the back of the book, they have the song that they sing in the book. It's called Simple Gifts. We'll have to look at that sometime. Well, thank you so much for being such good listeners. I so enjoyed our time together. Isn't this a wonderful partnership with Hyde Hall and Springfield Library? Okay, bye everyone.
Thank you for listening to our story today. To find out more about Hyde Hall or the Springfield Central Library, please visit us at our websites in the description box below. You can be a part of this project. If you would like to volunteer to read a story, or if your children would like to attend the live filming of the Storytime programs at Hyde Hall or the Springfield Central Library, please email Colin at the email in the description box below. Keep reading, Springfield!